So let's talk about this in this conversation as well. We'll kind of spin it into a second part. With the X-Men Fantastic Four coming, do you think that they do Fantastic Four first, or do they sit on that a little bit, or do they introduce the characters like Civil War style? Because that's my idea. It's like you introduce these characters in other movies and then spin them off if there's a good response, you know?
With if everything's going to be done by the end of this year, the start of next year, you still have New Mutants and Dark Phoenix coming out.
Yep.
And, Disney's still going to want the money from those movies. Because it ain't going to be a lot, but it's going to be something.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say they 100% go Fantastic Four first. It would have been, nearly 5 years since the last one at that point. People have moved on and forgotten about it. You can introduce them in some way. The X-Men, personally, I'd wait till after Eternals, because that's your setup.
Yep.
It's how the comics did it. It's how they can easily do it. It's not difficult. And you just get Wonder and be like, oh, you're so scared of me. Everyone had powers and no one's scared of me now.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You got introduction to X-Men.
Yeah, that's true.
And that way you can have like older characters like Charles and Magneto. They can be their right age. Wolverine can be. I don't know how you quite handle Wolverine that way because it doesn't add up. But you can something.
Realistically, to me, the way I'm looking at it is one movie in 2019 or in 2020 is going to have cameos. And it's going to be a Black Panther, Spider-Man style role. We don't know what it is. And
if they don't introduce Storm in Black Panther 2, I'll be surprised.
Same. Yup.
It's the perfect spot. You can have her be the goddess, just don't give her the powers straight away. Wait, if the Eternals movie comes out before that, fine. You can maybe do the powers. If not, just have her character there. Have her still be the goddess of wherever she's from. I can't remember right now. And then, just put her in there. Just push that T'Challa thing with her, and then when everything kicks off, she's Storm. She has the powers. Done.
Yep.
People want to make a big song and dance about how to introduce them. It's really simple.
I mean,
you just do it that way.
Really would love it if she was there, and then at the end of Black Panther, they're like, "Hey, we're gonna do the exchange program, and you're gonna go teach at one of our little more obscure facilities upstate New York." And he's like, "Where am I getting sent?" It's like, "Oh, you're getting sent to this institute." It's like, oh, I see what they're doing.
That's one way. That's one way to do it. It's just you just don't need to overthink everything. Just make it all nice and simple.
Right, simplistic so people understand where you're going. It doesn't need to be too complex or convoluted. It's like, no, just drop the little hints in there. And
especially when you've got people like Apocalypse that they'll no doubt want to redo. So save the convolution for those people.
I mean, it's not like Apocalypse has ever been in a movie, so yeah, you want to do it correct.
Oh no, that was Sandman, wasn't it? Yeah. So it was weird that Sandman was in an X-Men movie.
I mean, they did what they could, but they didn't clearly look at the character's history, so typical.
It was weird. It was blue.
Yeah. Taking liberties with characters. I mean, and that's the thing. I honestly feel like the first hint we see of anything is going to be one of those Marvel movies. We're going to see the Baxter Building somewhere in New York. That's going to happen even before anybody gets cast as any of them. So,
can we just have the Baxter Building first appear in the Netflix show just for the shits and gigs of it? Look, there's this building being made. Look at that one, and then done.
Jeff Loeb finally thanking Papa Feige for giving him something.
And then Feige's like, nope, different building. I was so sure. No. Those two are clearly working together more because the whole Loki and Scarlet Witch thing.
Oh, totally. Now, let's talk about that for a second because I've heard some people say maybe instead of bringing the X-Men as a film series, which I have no doubt they will, could they possibly do one of those 6 to 8 episode expensive TV series? Because that would be pretty amazing as well.
I mean, absolutely.
I mean, I personally feel like you would probably want to have them as a film so you could do Avengers versus X-Men or something along those lines.
Oh, yeah, we'll get AVX. That's a no-brainer. It'll be nothing like the comic because trash.
So that was garbage.
It's like, Iron Man beat Magneto. No. But yeah, that will come at some point. But I don't know. It'll be an interesting way to do it if they did introduce them on the streaming service first. That's also a good way to bolster up your subs for that thing as well.
Exactly.
It's like, look, this is going to be important. You need to watch this.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe
But again, like maybe that's why the Wanders or Scarlet Witch is getting a show, because they kickstarted in that.
True.
And maybe that's where it all starts, and that, like, it starts off with her doing that because something happens in, I don't know, Avengers 4.
Yeah.
And then like the whole thing is just her, like, everyone being pissed off because, like, nah, I'm a freak like you. But...
And also, Fantastic Four, I think, could make a good, like, expensive TV series, but...
I mean, like, it's the thing with comics, isn't it? They're serialized anyway, so anything could make like, the way Disney doing it, make a really good TV series, but it's, like... Fantastic Four probably are more suited because the whole, like, Star Trek style of, like, Avengers and all thing, but...
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it, so it's like...
So let's get them a good movie first.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, they're owed at least that. Like, even if it's
True.
just one, like, just get them a good movie, and then if you don't do well, you've got a streaming service to back yourself up.
Right. Well, I guess the good news is, by the time the press tours and junkets start for Avengers 4, these characters will all be acquired. So they're going to start dropping hints. So in the next couple months, expect major updates, guys, and we'll be talking more about them, I guess.
Can we just say before we finish this bit, like, they're not going to be in Avengers 4.
No.
Like, there's no way. Like, just don't even think that thought. Like, just if you're thinking it, slap yourself and get rid of it, because, like, it's never going to happen. Like, they have their movie they're going to tell. There's already too much going on in that movie. It's not the time or the place. It's the disservice to the characters, to the movie. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Just don't think about it.